That's alright. So, I welcome you to another episode of Bisicast, number 88 it's this week. Rodrigo is already in, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, this week, well, I got like around an hour and 15 minutes because, yeah, third parties doing their live stream, like kind of re-streaming. Actually, they're basically streaming for the first time, but the Liverpool Together Live performance, and I'm so looking forward to this, to relive kind of all these emotions that I had there. Yeah, and I got indeed, well, new third party magic. I bought it from a few weeks ago. You have actually, this is actually a kind of zipper, you can actually zip this together. And I believe I showed it off when I came back, the three lines in here. And yeah, hi Hector, also great to see it at the back. I believe it's together with line. It's looking so nice. I like that. Yeah, Rodrigo. See you at 80. Oh, you're coming to 80 finally! This is such great news. Yeah. Can't wait for you either, and I will definitely be there, for sure. We're starting off this week with Gorgon City and Delicious. Yeah, absolutely delicious track indeed. Thank you, Argos. Yeah. Yeah, I'll got already set up the new playlist, and I will drop the link for you here as well. Yeah, nice bass line, nice also sounds there, like you know, synthes or FXs. So yeah, this is great news. So are you getting there on your own, or are you booked already? I mean, I don't know how this will go down, so how this works. So, but I believe nobody really pays somebody. Actually, maybe for the big guys, at least from what I heard. I need to actually. Yeah, the bomber was a no-go for me with the price errors. Indeed, yeah. I thought also of it. I here with Stylen in Peru. This is great. Stylen is in Peru? Wow. So actually he came over to you, from what I saw. This week's episode brought to you by tea. I'm actually very British when it's about this. So, I give you the link to this one. But I'm happy that some of you guys are in. I'm so happy. Interaction makes it all way better. So this is Gorgon City with Delicious. Highly recommended. So I dropped you the Spotify link. Very interesting. Yeah, the vocals in here are a bit like mysterious. It's very interesting. And I love how it slowly builds up again and drops. So very nice. Oh, someone attacking the post. Thank you so much. I'll check it out later. Yeah, and the bass line on this one is simply so sick. Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to talk a bit about the Ultra stream. I will talk about everything, maybe not everything, but some interesting sets. I'm probably not gonna play there. I'm totally, yeah, it was very. Today was very stressful, both at work and at university. I had no time to prepare. I mean, I got the tracks prepared. I know what I want to play, but I wanted actually to ask you, maybe that you are still in. Maybe I'll take this. What was your favorite Ultra ID? Because I'm interested, and maybe put it in a link. What was your favorite Ultra ID? And yeah, and post a link in the comments. Because actually, I want to take a look what you enjoyed, and yeah, and maybe we can actually kind of mix it up a bit. You know, the tracks that I want to play with the yeah, with some ideas. It would be very cool. Yeah, so tell me, because actually I will talk about basically. I will talk about basically everything. I can talk about many things about Ultra, but not about one thing. The one that I shared on my Insta story. You saw it already, I believe, on my Insta story. because actually I don't want to give this a platform. Actually, I did through this post that I did, but not more. And then actually after that I posted where I'm not gonna eat lunch today. So I thought it was just very funny. I don't know. Maybe you think another way, but I kind of enjoyed it. I don't know. It was very ridiculous, basically. It's a bit sad, you know, that that happened because, well, you could have, you know, solved it in a bit more elegant way, I would say. Yeah, but you know, that's just that's you know, sometimes how it works, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay, but let's not talk about this. Next up, I want also to play another track, a techie one, because I always start I always love to start with something techie. This time, it's a bit more, I believe it goes a bit also in the bass. Very tough to say, so I would also like to know your opinion about it. Needs No Sleep, the guys called, with Lambo. Bassline gets me already shaking. Okay, so what's this guy called? Needs No Sleep. Yeah. I wish I would be a guy like this. So that one I definitely enjoyed. Yeah, there's actually this build-up. Yeah, I love how he plays around with the bass line. It sounds a bit like bass house, but it is not really. So it's like a mix. So I kind of enjoyed it. Let me check their label because I'm not sure. Yeah, the label's called This Ain't Bristol. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I remember. So Emma joined, thank you so much. You enjoying this bassline so far, yes? So far right now. Yeah, and after that I got some very nice prog stuff lined up. So we had I didn't see, unfortunately, like all the sets because the times were very bad for us Europeans. So the live stream started at 10 and on Sunday at 11 because we had the time shift to daylight saving time on Sunday from 2 to 3. So actually, yeah, Sunday in the morning. So that means Saturday for the stream, for the outdoor stream. And it was from 10 until 7 or 8 a.m. So I would have actually to be up all night, and unfortunately, well, I'm not the youngest anymore, so unfortunately I didn't make it. To be honest, I didn't even try, because let's face it, we didn't have anything absolutely out of this world like Swedish House Mafia last year, where the rumors were really big, I would say. But, you know, I still catch some of the sets, especially at daytime. So I enjoyed a lot Sunray James and Ryan Marciano. So they played very nicely. And after that, Oliver Heldens with some techno even. So that was very surprising that he actually mixed it up on main stage. Very nice that he did that. So, yeah, I was very thankful to hear such sounds on main stage, because when I saw other guys in the beginning, like Cash Cash, for example, that I used to be a huge fan of, let's say 4 or 5 years ago, I was pretty disappointed. Maybe you saw this one story that I posted where I had the feeling they didn't even mix anymore. They played just one track after one track, no intro, no outro. One track, kind of the radio edit was over, but the next track started immediately. Like the one stopped and they played play on the second CJ, and that was it. From what I actually what I saw. For DJing, for festival, you know, all that was just, you know, very disappointing. On the other hand, we had, I believe, Afrojack. I haven't checked out his set yet, but from what I read, what I heard, is that he, well, how to phrase this? He mixed live, even like vocals and stuff. So, you know, live vocal loops and everything. So this was really you know, how you should DJ. So this was actually very nice to see. So yeah, and yeah, I saw some of the resistance stage, so I actually changed it up a bit here and there, and yeah, definitely enjoyed all these for sure. So let me check what else I want to play. Yeah, one track that I definitely want to support. I didn't play that one last week. I believe but I played it on my Insta story as well, and I tagged him, and he was very thankful that I supported him. A guy from Brazil, Bruno Powell's, with On My Mind. This is on a on a compilation, on a Miami compilation. So actually we kind of stretching the whole story, like we bundle the whole story together. Ultra live stream, Miami compilations. So it's great actually to finish up, because I can already tell you right away, I'll tell you also at the end, next week there won't be any Bisicast, because, well, I got other stuff that's more important to me. And yeah, but we'll talk about this later. So, Bruno Powell's from Brazil, On My Mind, on the Under No Illusion compilation. I'll share this with you as well on Spotify. I believe Spotify is now way better to do this. Then of course I'm very thankful for your comments, and yeah, for being with me, of course. So let me check. Yeah. And I enjoy a lot the bass line when it drops. So how else is called? On My Mind, I believe. Yeah, On My Mind. So I was playing this all week. I heard this. I was so actually. It was a braingasm basically when I heard it for the first time. And let's go. Check this out. You have to listen closely to this bass line. Sexy, absolutely sexy. Wow. I'm singing the bass line. People in the tramway in Vienna or at the metro or underground are actually, looking at me like, what is this guy doing? I just make you feel my beat. Always my answer. I make you feel my beat. I can't even translate this into German. What do I say this in German? I don't even know. Third Party are on in around an hour. So when I'm finishing here, you head over to Third Party stream and enjoy this wonderful live performance Get a Live performance at Liverpool, like Olympia Liverpool. I was a part of it, and I'm so proud of this. Very thankful that I could be a part of it. Yeah, I love how he plays around with this synthi, like this main synthi, the bass line we already had, and some sound effects that probably are coming up right now. Right now, I believe. So yeah, a very progressive, deep-ish, house-ish track. So very tough to put it into a certain direction, but so enjoyable. Absolutely. First Party on in around an hour. I love how he slowly builds it up. He actually, he doesn't change much, from the theme of the track. And now, so sick, so in love. Oh my god. So thank you so much, and I love to support new artists that I just found out about, because I haven't known of Bruno Powell's before, and yeah, I definitely wanted to support him. So this is Under No Illusion, the Under No Illusion compilation. Yeah, Miami Day it's called, and it's out I believe last week, so it's very fresh. Bruno Powell's On My Mind. Both for progressive and deep house sets. Absolutely sick. Sorry, I'm kind of thirsty. I guess I didn't drink much today. Water or tea, obviously, and not alcohol. Yeah, I can live without alcohol, no problem. I enjoy it, you know. So yeah, that's that. Anto is in, Jose is in, thank you so much for joining. What's up next? Next, I believe, is, yeah, exactly, Dido, Give You Up, the Mark Knight remix. Also very enjoyable melody, great stuff by Mark as well. I believe Kreider played it on his Criteria as well 2 weeks ago. And yeah, let's give it a listen right now. This is of course out on Mark Knight's own tour room. So... So a very funky instrument that he chooses here. So, yeah. So I dropped the link, of course. This is what disturbs me so much is actually that I have to do everything twice, you know? Copy everything. It's all a service, you know? It's all a service. If it would be, you know, my music, you know, it would be something different, then I would really take an effort. It's just the music that I want to support. This is something totally different. Oh, this is not the one. So yeah, try to give it up, or give you up. Mark Knight remix. This is the Spotify link. Yeah. And of course, for everyone that is watching on YouTube, as I'm already uploading every episode on YouTube, you can find all the links that when I say Spotify link, means you can find the link to the Spotify playlist in the comments, and and enjoy every single track there. So of course, the only difference is the mix may vary. So both in, I believe, mixing, in edit, of course, so sometimes the tracks are shorter on Spotify, unfortunately. But I have to do a separate episode on this topic with Spotify and everything. So how Spotify changes the music industry. Very interesting topic. So yeah. So yeah, he's set up with the bass line, with a synthi there. With actually 2 layers. Those are two different sounds. Yeah. Very techy with snares are going on, hi-hats are going on. Generally, just like Mark Knight is, you know, absolutely fantastic, and So yeah, and in the breakdown we had the Dido vocal, obviously, because it would be like a remix. Yeah, but there's some more people will join later on as well. We had some in the beginning. Because, you know, the interaction with me is like when you interact with me, then it's, you know, way more exciting. And now the build, I really love the Mark Knight build-ups. Simple, but, you know, to the point. Bum. Yeah, and the groove, you know, how it makes you feel, you know, this is very nice. Yeah, and I believe one more on this note. This is a bit rougher. I got new stuff by Umek, or Umek, because he's from Slovenia. A legend, a techno and tech legend. I always say about Umek, actually he was already playing in Vienna in the 90s. Yeah, in the 90s, where there were this legendary gasometer parties in Vienna, and there's a whole movie shot about this scene. It's called Tempo. It was the first movie by Stefan Rusowicki, and Stefan Rusowicki later on received an Oscar for a different film, for the best film in a foreign language. So that's why Stefan Rusowicki is an important figure for us Austrians in the in filmmaking and directing films in general. Yeah, and so actually that's why I know it from, because obviously in 97, 96 I was 4 years old, so I wasn't allowed to rave yet. I didn't even know what was music, or even electronic music back then. So this is the new one by Umek, Brief Rent. Very interesting title. I will, yeah, and this is a bit rougher, but then on I would actually go to the more progressive ones. And as always, feel free to drop your favorite Ultra ID even on YouTube, and I will comment on it for sure. So if you actually watched the Ultra live stream, which was very interesting and a bit, I don't know, disturbing, a bit made you on Friday made you maybe upset a bit, just like myself. So actually, I will need to highlight the stories. I will definitely highlight the stories over on my Insta. Yeah, and let me check the what this track is available for. I hope so. Let me check. Yeah, but it's actually free from. It's really the title of the track, a bit rougher. It is a free track EP that was out on Filth on Acid, and together with Retracton, I'm the Messenger. But this one was my favorite, so I definitely wanted to give it a shot. So as we hear, rough sounds, not much going on, it's a very dark atmosphere, and then we have the breakdown after a minute and 15 seconds, but only for 15 seconds, and then he builds up into the next drop. Yeah, this is something for the techno heads, for sure. So yeah, so this is sounding very interesting. And now he heads up, you know, the layers, the snares and the hi-hats. Yeah, and then on this part at around 2 minutes 15, he's getting 2 minutes 30. He's getting very pretty. So let's check this out. Like immediately, I would even say. Yeah. To my taste, the kick is even a bit too loud, I would say. Is this? How do you pronounce it? Brefren. It's very tough actually to pronounce. Or how do you? Everyone is watching. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, Umek and Brefren. Yeah, and now he goes on minute 3. He goes onto the breakdown. With a decent bass line that is kind of in the background. Yeah, as always, already told you this, feel free to drop your favorite Ultra ID, and yeah, I'll take a look on it. Yeah. And actually, yeah, he's actually having this breakdown, and actually he's taking it down to yet another sound. Check this out. Very rough, very dark. And now he builds it up again. Yes. Time for the techno heads. Pass it in as well. Thank you so much for joining. Wow. Rough sounds by Umek, but actually I would freak out if I heard this live, so it's definitely something for the techno heads. And Robin joined as well, thank you so much. Oh sorry, I just actually stopped it. Yeah, but absolutely sick. And you know, this vibe goes on for around 3 minutes, so this is actually very nice, you know, in comparison to some other tracks. Yeah, what's up next? Up next, yeah, I would definitely give some appreciation shoutouts. I could have actually played this in the beginning when there were more people in, but this track definitely needs some appreciation. So the first track I'm gonna play from my kind of progressive section, or actually houseier section, I would say. It's a track that really that I really felt in love instantly, I would say. So yeah, I already posted it on my Insta story, or also on my Facebook story around an hour ago. The track is called Travolta, and it's by Arno Cost and Norman Doray. And this track is actually a track that made me think of what I actually posted on Twitter, that this track really saves house for me. So actually the two guys. So we had together this year already, I believe in January. And this time it's Travolta, which has a sick, I don't know what's that, like a vocal, kind of like a spoken vocal. And so maybe let's just start it. And I'm I'm so thankful that actually that they still produce such music. So really something for the howdy hands. So very enjoyable in general. Tim is in. Thank you so much for joining. Hope that you enjoyed this one. Arno Cost and Norman Doray with Travolta.
Will never be gone.
Out on Stomped actually, which is very surprising because it's the label by Martin Garrix. So interesting that he actually signed a track like this. I would never ever imagine to hear something on a label like this. So we can already hear in the background.
And for years, maybe many years, people it'll be considered
so I don't know the vocal, so it's about movies, I believe, because they won't care about Travolta later on. And this horn in the background, or whatever that is, a trumpet or I don't know, reminds me very much of On Solo and To Life. So one of my favorite tracks of this kind of style, I would say. We would not even say genre, because it's still kind of progressive or French house, whatever you and there comes the drop. Let's feel it. And I love this little sound at the end. This is so sick. So, absolutely great. And I can't stop singing the melody. Absolutely. The drop goes actually for 45 seconds, so which is way better than the usual tracks. Way better, well. This is always a matter of taste. But I'm actually, very thankful for this one. I'm having so much fun with it, still, basically. So absolutely great, and and the breakdown is actually the same vocal, maybe it just goes on further. And it's just absolutely fantastic. So I'll play it around the vocal as well.
Something like this, something that is so good, so important, so great, cannot ever die. And for years, maybe many years, people are it'll be considered passé or ridiculous. It'll be misrepresented and caricatured, and they're gonna laugh at John Travolta, they're gonna laugh at polyester suits and platform shoes, but we have nothing to do with any of those things, and we still love the disco.
The vocals maybe a bit stirring in the first place, but I don't really matter. It doesn't really matter for me so much. So.
Disco is too great. It's too funny for it to disappear.
So sick, like the build up. And actually, there comes the snares onto the build up. So really they took the time, to make like this whole track, It's just so great to see. Let's go. So you can actually kind of, hear it, feel it, just house it on. So let me know what you think about this. Drop me a link in the comments, no matter whether it's on Facebook or YouTube. And it's just, so enjoyable. So great. It gets me kind of like shaking, and once again, people are staring at me in the tramway. I don't care. I'm just enjoying the music. Absolutely sick. Okay, so that's that. One more appreciation shout out to an absolutely fantastic production coming up. Two sweets, as always. When there's Sweden involved, no matter whether it's pop music or electronic music, it has to be good. And now the next one is no exception. Beautiful one by Dimitri Vangelis and Wyman. Always mixing those two up. Sorry. If it's Dimitri V, then there are always two possibilities. But I gotta say, of these two, Dimitri Vegas is the better one for me. Because the one that I don't like is Like Mike, obviously. But no, I'm talking about not the Belgian guys, but the Swedish guys. Dimitri Vangelis and Wyman with Penny. So Penny is back. Yeah, so they actually promoted it on their socials, this track. And yeah, for the right reasons. It's beautiful, it's uplifting, has a wonderful melody, yeah, great to listen to, and great also to dance or to even to jump, so whatever you prefer. Yeah, so the intro, 45 seconds, and then the slow build up into, yeah, into I believe the main theme of the track. I love the horns in the background. They're also very nice. Yeah, so it builds up really, really slow, and then actually, yeah, there comes actually the main melody and already the main swoop of the drop. So what's very interesting to see about these tracks, they really actually start way earlier than you can imagine. So when the melody, fades in at 1:15 and the drop is at 1:45, so that means, this is progressive. This is truly progressive, because then the kick comes, the bass line, just like in this case. I love, how they, mix up the melody. Yeah, Hendrik is in over on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining. He just joined for Dimitri Vangelis and Wyman with Penny, which actually is very sick record. Yeah, so I heard it this week basically, all week long, and always after the Travolta one. And yeah, absolutely great. Very enjoyable, and yeah. They always do such a great job, those two guys. I know them personally for years already. Actually, I could have actually taken the views hoodie as well tonight. But yeah, just, how it happened. Geek, or Geek, joined, thank you so much. Just in time for Dimitri Vangelis and Wyman with Penny. It was released last week, on Friday. Yeah, in my opinion, a great release, absolutely. So, really another one that they add to their catalog of release tracks. Something that, for example, Fritz does not for now. We don't even know when's the next release gonna be by Fritz, because the last one was last year in June, I believe. So yeah, let's see how it will go down. Yeah. There comes build up. Drop, wonderful melody. Maybe what I could have wished for, maybe a bit bass line, maybe a bit more bass would be good. But it's very tough, to also do this then in the end, or in the final stages. So yeah, it's very, very tough to say how it would sound, with more bass in the drop. And maybe if you compare it with other tracks, but actually I don't want to go into that too much, further. But very enjoyable, and yeah, absolutely great. So yeah, Anthony and Ali already liked. Thank you so much, and of course feel free to share if you enjoy what I'm doing. Yeah. Up next, something very unusual for the producer, not for the style, for the sound. But I was very surprised when I heard the new track by No Mana that was released on Mousetrap. It's called House of Cards, together with Winnie Ford. As it is, uplifting progressive, which is very unusual by No Mana, because usually it's a very hard-hitting prog or techno. In that case, he really took the time to look it up. I'll of course add Penny to the playlist as well, and you will hear the vocals as well. So this one is actually going way faster. So let's see if I do this. Close to the first track. There's even an extended mix available. This is something which is very rare. Yeah, and up next, No Mana with House of Cards. You can already hear it. Yeah, now he actually building it up slowly. I'm trying to get some Wyman with Penny. What was that? And the link. And there's No Mana with House of Cards. So I've already mentioned, so this sound, by the way, thanks Gianmarco for the like, was very unusual for No Mana. So actually I know him, you know, from more hard-hitting tracks. Yeah. So what I want to do now is to look for the No Mana track on Spotify. This one is also already available. It's great. Yeah, and I love, you know, how you know it's the progression of the sounds. So I really like the vocal, so mentioned very unusual, but you know I don't really care about the producing, you know, what the producers and all, or whatever. So yeah. Mystery. Yeah. So I have No Manas, actually. It's his ad at you know, he's mixing up, you know, so many different vocals and sounds and everything, so that's, but you know, it's still very enjoyable. It's kind of a the sound sounds very familiar to me, so so enjoyable. So it's interesting to see that actually it's like vocals like this, you know, end up on a track like this. Very enjoyable. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, this is out of Mousetrap. When I want to correct, yeah, 720 Mal 5 LLC. It's written there on Spotify. Yeah, that's that. And yeah, what else do I have? Yeah, a very interesting track as well is the one that I found here, Almero Sensation. This is a track that is out on Jenya's label. To me, it begins like I Am by Axwell and Sick Individuals. But tell me what you think about this, because I would be very interested. Yeah. Actually, what actually kind of reminded me of. So. Yeah, and this is here on label X. Exactly, this is the label by Jenya. So one man from Cyprus, the main man. Guy, hopefully. I'll check it out. So he has like a dark background. And believe it or not, he only has 700 likes on Facebook. Yeah. So you should definitely support him, just like I would. It has a bit like of a deeper sounds in the like in the drop. Sensation. It's like a mix of I don't know, very tough to say. So it's a bit of bibliotech in there by Slapjack, but not really as much. So yeah, very tough to say. Yeah, but actually I still enjoyed it. So I don't really care too much like about the deep sounds, but like, you know, the melody, the kick, you know, how they all come together. And the breakdown sounds like a score. Wow. This is so cool. But very unusual for us, you know. Usually, you know, when when you do support like this, you know, it's a bit, you know, okay, you can kind of look like you know, like someone who copies Hans Zimmer or so, and yeah, you have to be, you know, very careful with this. So yeah. Sensation. But all in all, very enjoyable. Yeah, by the way, I'm still waiting. There's still no announcement, but it should be soon about the Susumi, no, sorry, not Susumi, Criteria compilations. Miami compilation, they should come up soon, so I believe it should be 15 tracks from what I heard on Criteria. And yeah, can't wait to, you know, to show them to you and give you my profound opinion about it. Yeah, but Almero, if you watch this, absolutely sick. So huge congratulations to the release. Yeah, a bit deeper, but still melodic, very enjoyable. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. And yeah, what's up next? Yeah, I have one more, like of this kind of this one is a bit more, yeah, a mix of well, tough to say, a bit of groove, a bit of prog, a bit freaked out, I would say. A new one by Leandro da Silva, Chica Boom, it's called. Yeah. And yeah, but then you need this one as well. So let me look for this on Spotify. Yeah, and it's around half an hour left. I will probably not go all the way till 2. Sorry, till 10, like here, or 9 p.m. Like Greenwich, or well, what's it called? Like the new UTC 0. Yeah. So the new one on Spinnin. Sorry, Spinnin. This is SPRN, I believe. Yeah, SPRS. Sorry. Leandro da Silva with Chica Boom. So Leandro da Silva played a 6 set. I shared it on my Facebook. What was it called? Yeah, 1001 track list. So from the same building, hotel, whatever, as Criteria the day before. So yeah, very thankful for Leandro da Silva for this one. This is Fetch Kaboom. So, as I've already said, a bit freaked out. So yeah, it's mainly about a vocal FX. Yeah. Oh, look who's watching. Thank you so much for joining. Oh my goodness, we had so much fun. So I would love to tell you what happened in our former high school. It was all over the news about a teacher that has very questionable, I don't know how to say, practices or ways of teaching. And yeah, and she got banned for it. It was all over the news in Vienna. I thank God, and she was teaching at my school, and thank God I didn't have this teacher, because it would probably make me, you know, as I was very harsh on, very detailed on, you know, I want to have, you know, the best grades and whatever. I mean, she would probably kill me, you know, with this style. So yeah, very thankful I didn't have her, and yeah, and now she's now suspended, and yeah, and we'll see how this will go on. But it took years. So we are not the first ones who tried it. Let's put it this way. Yeah. Back to Leandro Silva and Chica Boom. Yeah, he changed up the drop a bit on the second one. I mean, the vocal cut is still the same, but like the groove and like the drums, the toms, or the fixes are a bit different. It's still very interesting to listen to something a bit different. but still a very sick one. So I really enjoyed it. Yeah, good. I believe I have 3 more that I want to show. Yeah, it's a new one by Corey James. Actually, I still haven't had time to check it out. I believe I wanted to do that, but I ran like around a week or 2 weeks ago, and I ran out of time. But yeah, I definitely want to give it a shout out. I know Corey for a very long time already, and this is his new release on Size. I believe it was out 2 weeks ago, called DNA. And he mentioned it on his Facebook that he's very thankful for. I believe back then it was only a preview that he dropped, but it was had already great reception. And he said then, the magic happens on the breakdown, and he's 100% right for this. And I'll show you this, and I'll tell you why. So this is getting me really excited. So intro is about 30 seconds, and then he builds up slowly into the drop, and then the drop, and then afterwards it's breakdown. And it's very rare that I like a track for the breakdown, because usually the drop has to work. The drop is nice. The drop is all right. Good material to play for the between, but the magic happens in the breakdown. It's so cool. So, this is the drop. It's like a mix of prog and bass house, with some distorted mixes here and there, and synthes, so the usual stuff. But then comes the breakdown. So I definitely have to tag for this, for sure. And it's coming. I tell you, it's coming. For games with DNA. So give me a second. Yeah. So also a bit of a score kind of feeling. So yeah, I'll drop you the link to this one, and of course add it to my Spotify playlist for this episode. And yeah. DNA. Yeah. That is a track. Yeah. So it has really this kind of score feeling. It's a way different breakdown than the drop, so this is very unusual. So this has, this has kind of a, I don't know, like 2012, 13, 14 feelings. And we have a track actually coming up that is kind of that style. Sorry, I would even say a bit earlier. Now actually he builds it up again. Actually the real build-up is very short. It's only like 15 seconds. And it goes into the drop again. So yeah, it's very interesting that he actually has 2 different ideas to merge them into one track. So very interesting. Thank you so much, Corey, for this offering. And yeah, I believe congrats for the release on Size, because it's also very unusual, I would say. I mean, maybe not for you, but yeah, because you've released already a couple tracks on Size. As you maybe remember, together with Will K, Corey won the remix competition back then for the track Tonight by A21 Max Vangelis, when I properly remember. So this was years ago, I can tell you. This was at least 5 years ago, I believe. 5 or 4 years ago, something like this. So for a very, very long time. And I met basically Chris for, Corey dropped in. Thank you so much for joining. Just in time. Maybe I'll repeat this when you're watching, Corey. Yeah, thank you so much for DNA. I've already mentioned the different breakdown, the different drop. Very interesting merch. So thank you so much for this. And I hope you're thankful for the support as well. And next up, one of my favorite tracks that came out last week on Ultra. So when Sonny James and Ryan Marciano dropped it in their set, it was really cool feeling to move to the groove of this track. They have a new one on their own Sono imprint together with Novak. It's called Roof, RUFF, and I'll drop this as well. Because we are ready for the rock mix sound. It all makes sense now. And as always, the search algorithm for Spotify is strange. And yeah, it's a mix of tribal and well, prog or even big room, I would say. Very tough to say. It has really still this tribal vibe there for sure that we all know from Novak and Sarah James and Ryman as well. So yeah, it's a very cool one. So yeah, that's that one. Yeah, I don't know about for actually. Yeah, actually for the first track that I knew from Novak was basically this one. Actually, no, not this one, but I mean like from Sono. Yeah, so this is their track called Roof. Yeah, it's Spotify link there. Yeah, Steve joined over on Insta. Are you there, Steve? Please send me a drop me a comment. I got a question for you or to you. I would wait till you tune in. So yeah, this one is now Sandra James and Arno Cost together with Ruff. And one more person's in it. Now Insta is rolling. So yo, Steve, you told me a couple of weeks ago you wanted to send me a track. Maybe you remember that one. You sent me one, but you wanted to send me another. And I would really love to receive this. I'm patiently waiting, let's put it this way. I would be very thankful. That's actually all I wanted to ask you, whether you are ready with this or whatever. I'm not saying which one right now, but actually this is a topic for another Bisicast. But maybe we can put like the organizing kind of story like this. Yeah, so this was Rough together, like by Sandra James and Marciano together with Novak from Russia. Yeah, mix of tribal and big room, very interesting to listen to. Still has this tribal vibe, still maybe something for the main stages. So that you enjoyed it. Yeah, and now back to, maybe not totally back to 2012 or 13, but I remember very well Fool, or Fool. He played once in Vienna a couple of years ago, and then actually he was very fun. Actually, it was not fun because he stopped his set 45 minutes early because I believe one of the CDJs crashed, and actually he didn't want to play with one CDJ. Yeah, so the organization then was probably pretty bad in Vienna. Now it's, of course, I believe a bit better. Yeah, and this is his new track out on Monster Cat. It's called Carry On, and it's together with Holy Drum Mood on the vocals. And look who's watching, Mirko. Nice that you tuned in. How's life there in Slovakia? I still need to come again. I need to come again to Slovakia. Have any nice events going on there? Actually, I see some, but not all of them. Unfortunately, because I would love to come more often there. It's not that far. It's 70 or 80 kilometers, so an hour by car and I'm there. I'm not even lying. Just further away is a bit tough, obviously. Yeah. Songs here. To add this to the playlist. Yeah, you can already hear it's like old school electro. Like complex so even, so something what Mort Fustan did back in the days. Maybe some of you remember him. Louder joined, thank you so much, over on Insta. Just in time for Fool, featuring Holy Drum Mounts with Carry On. I really enjoyed this one. I like this old school electro house. I need to find where you are. This is always, the issue. Yeah. full featuring Holy Drum mode with Carry On. Yeah, I have roughly 5 or 10 minutes left, and then I'll probably call it a day. Yeah, I really like the sound. Unusual, but it's great. It's absolutely sick to listen to this. Because I haven't heard stuff like this, you know, in ages. So yeah, I'm currently actually thinking what I want to finish with. It was such a great episode. Let's see what else do I have here. Yeah. Actually, yeah. It's always stuff that I want to play, you know, but it's not on Spotify. It's very tough. If I want to play this or not. Because for now, I believe everything is over there. Yeah, Philippe Bajorn, thank you so much. Let me check once again. I believe the month is still very young, so if you put it this way, so it's very tough to say this, but this one is actually very nice. Yeah, I'm very fine, Philippe. What about you? You just came in for the track Carry On by Fool, or F-O-O-L, featuring Holy Drum mode. And it's like kind of an old school electro from 2012. I mean, like it was released today, or actually this week on Monday. And this one is actually very great. Oh, I should check my email. Thank you so much, Steve. Wow, you're quick. That's true. Yeah, it's so nice, right, Felipe? It's old school electro. Proper old school electro. Yes. Thank you so much, Stevie. Thank you so much. I received it. Yeah. I'll give it a go. And I'll probably play it when it's getting released, because right now the release is very close. And yeah. And I'll have some fun with this for sure. It's still mystery. It's still mystery. But it will be revealed soon, for sure. If I say soon, it's gonna be soon for sure. Yeah, I mean like this kind of electro as well, right? So this is actually something, yeah, something unusual, I would even say, for that kind of thing. So yeah, actually I wanted to wait. Give me a second. I wanted actually to play kind of a throwback track, but I can't remember which one. Yeah, I'll keep it safe for sure. Keep it safe. Keep it safe. Yeah, thank you so much. I'll definitely have fun with this. Yeah, and what it's gonna be, I'll tell you when. Yeah, either when it's out or when it's about to come out. But for now, we have no date yet. So, yeah, yeah, we'll see. So what else I wanted to play? This is actually a very tough decision. As I wanted actually I found a very sick track that I forgot about. I would have to look on my phone. But unfortunately, I'm streaming of it right now, so it's actually very tough. But I forgot it. I'm so sorry. But actually I want to finish with a certain track. Give me a second. So like without a plan, it's always very bad. But yeah, Ultra, as I've already mentioned, was okay. Except, you know, the one thing maybe that like they had troubles on Friday with the with getting the people away from the festival, like they could have left the festival. So yeah, it was actually very bad. Yeah, and of course the embarrassment. Yeah, thank you so much, Felipe. I've already mentioned. So when you look back on it, either on Facebook or on YouTube later, then yeah, I've already mentioned this one thing that I'm not talking about. It happened on Friday, and yeah. Of course, many DJs did not play. This is very true. And especially, you know, as some of our basically heroes. So there was no third party, there was no Kryder, no Tom Star. No, I don't know actually who else was there that could have played. And I believe, so when many DJs did not play and they had to put this on Friday, then, you know, then it's very tough. So, yeah. So I'm very thankful. Over on Insta, I will finish it there, and yeah, thanks Stevie for checking in. Thanks for sending me this, and yeah, we'll stay in touch. We'll hope that that's going to happen. Yeah, and you're right. Rehab didn't play. Kashmir didn't play. Cascade. Yeah, Cascade. There was an issue with Cascade. I believe. So this is actually very strange. So actually, now that I finished with Instagram, I can actually look up what I wanted to play, because I had a very sick throwback track and I really want to play. So actually you have to wait for this now. But the question is if I can still find it here. No, of course I can't, because I played it somewhere else. Wait, give me a second. Oh yeah, is it this one? Wait, give me a second. Actually, I still have it here. Yeah, I believe it's by this guy. But yeah, give me a second. Actually, I want to finish on a good note. And I thought, no, it's not this one. But it could be. Oh, wait, I wrote it down the wrong way. Because I appreciate a huge, kind of collection of tracks and. Oh yeah. Now I remember. Yeah. Let's finish off with a really true throwback. Because actually, so the guys from Third Party are streaming in 15 minutes, so this is actually a great opportunity to show you this one. So so sometimes it happens that I have kind of a flashback in my head and remember the tracks that I truly enjoyed years ago. So I believe everybody has this. Mainly the people have it with pop tracks. I have it also with pop tracks. And we had yesterday there was a special episode of our most heard radio in Austria, Hitradio Ö3, because one of the presenters had his 25th anniversary. So he's working or presenting on the radio for 25 years. Andy Knoll, he's called, and he had like a special episode with. So he was live for 25 hours straight, from what I heard. I'm not sure whether he was also there still at night. And he had to play his favorite tracks since 1994, since he was, on the radio. Every year, like around 10 tracks, because that fits in an hour. With news, with sport, with the news, with traffic news, and with ads. Fit around 10 hours, like 10 tracks in an hour, and he had to play his favorite ones. Hey Mauricio, ready to tune in for the last track? And actually I wanted to explain this right now. And he played, for example, when I turned on the radio, he played tracks from 2003 and 2000 or 2002, I can't remember, I believe 2002. And he played, for example, Sean Paul with Get Busy, or Outlandish Aisha, or many like Dirty by Christina Aguilera, Crazy in Love by Beyonce. And I thought, oh my goodness, those tracks were my childhood, and actually I don't want to play them right now because it doesn't really fit into the Bisicast. But I had this week with the amazing Michael Calvin. Michael Calvin was amazing. Michael Calvin was actually an institution for us, I would say, for many years. Well, until almost Last Call, let's call it this way. Last Call is still one of, this was the worst experience that I ever had with an ID, and that kind of made me, a bit like to have a distance with IDs. And I still have them. I hear them once, and then I forget about it because I cannot do them. And I have to be careful that I don't get too hyped for a track that isn't out yet, because it can be out in a way different way. Just we had this with This Ain't Techno by David Guetta and Tom Starr, which, they couldn't clear the Eminem sample. They had to mix up the sample or actually re-record it, and then there came out some gibberish that nobody understands, and it doesn't get you hyped for the drop. The drop itself is great, but to me, there's always, if the build-up is great, the drop, it's also great. This is very important. Why are so many people right now? Like, guys, I'm on for an hour, and then there are 5 or 6 people are coming in, which is great, of course. But I want to finish with this one. David Guetta featuring Sia, She Wolf, Falling to Pieces, Michael Calvin remix. And this was this week's Bisicast. Rather short one, I would say. On a different note a bit, but still, I believe very enjoyable. And I want actually to finish with this kind of throwback track, and I hope that I don't get flagged for this because it's on a big label. Shoe of Michael Calvin, I hope it's on yeah, the remixes are here as well. And yeah, it's, you know, reminds us of a better time for electronic music. And yeah, it was basically the beginning of piano house, and he did it in such an amazing way that I have a flashback and say, well, I want to listen to this track right now, and I put it on and I'm getting crazy with this piano vibes. So yeah, very thankful to Michael Calvin, although he's producing different music right now. Yeah, let's check it out. The absolutely wonderful remix by him. Frozen time. I need to sing over it because otherwise I get flagged. That flash of mine, but I can't do it. Because I believe singing is better than talking over it. To my knees. Yeah, but the drop will be tough, obviously. Fall into pieces. So as a throwback, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm falling to pieces. Falling to pieces. Let's check out this wonderful drop. I'm getting on like this. I'm playing this finger piano thing and getting so crazy about it because it has this bass line that, you know, puts me through. The kick is punching through. And of course the melody itself is sick as well. So yeah. And now he's changing up the melody. So sick. I love it. Yeah. And if, you know, the second layer here, Mauricio, is great as well. I'm so enjoying this one still. So yeah, this is the track. I added it to my playlist. Woo! Wow, what was that? Sorry guys, there was probably some interference. Yeah, that was released in 2012. Insane. 7 years ago. I can't even remember that was 7 years ago. Golden era, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So, yeah, I want actually to check the playlist if everything is like full now. Like, so not full, right? Yeah, I did this one. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. In around 10 minutes, we're heading over to Third Party Stream because they'll stream Together Live from Liverpool, back from February. I was there, I was a part of it, and I'm so thankful I was there. It was so the gig of the year for now will be hard to top. So even when, for example, Eric Pritz will come on, I'm planning to go there. Will be very tough. So for now, my favorite ones. My favorite one for now. Once again, finger pianoing. So sick. Oh my god. Like I'm crying almost. Not maybe I'm crying, but I'm, you know, so, you know, such a huge flashback. You know how often I've been listening to this when I still had my iPhone 4. iPhone 4. It's my last iPhone. Now we at 10. You can imagine this. Actually, it's basically 9, but who cares? And I love, you know, the outro, you know, and it's still, you know, there was no really so much, you know, put effort, you know, into let's make it sound the best for Spotify or whatever, you know. It was really straight music. But the production style back then was a different one. With long intros, long outros, even with tracks like these, so absolutely great one. Yeah, so for some falling into pieces. Yeah, and I love, you know, these Michael Calvin FXs, like this, it sounds like two glasses clashing together. It's very tough to imagine this. Well, what is it? This ding 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 ding. This was distinguished from Michael Calvin. Just like Michael Calvin had this, Tommy Trash had this, what is it called? This Tommy Trash bassline. Actually, this was my Tommy Trash bassline. This is gonna be next week. Lady Darby, Tommy Trash remix. Next week, my throwback track. I already know it. It's actually my dance to this track was like this. So, okay, guys, thank you so much. Maybe not next week, but probably in 2 weeks' time. Next week, no Bisicast. I already mentioned it. Because I had stuff to do. I have very important stuff to do when it's about myself. So it's not really about work or something. It's really about myself, and I don't want to pressure myself to do a Bisicast next week because it's always, it's very free and all that. But I don't want to pressure myself. So it's still, I have to, get ready. Put up the Spotify playlist, the iPad and everything. So this is why it's still kind of a pressure, but I believe a break of a week. I believe for now. I believe I did. I did. Now 5 weeks in a row. So I believe one week of a break is good. I'm not sure what is going to be released on Friday because I always see this on Thursday basically. But if there's something really really good that I really enjoy, you'll see it on my Insta story, and then I'll also export it to Facebook. That I definitely want to take a statement on. But now 5 minutes left. We are heading over to third party stream to enjoy the LIIIVE from together live from Olympia in Liverpool. So for now, thank you so much for watching over on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, wherever you watched. And I wish you all a great remaining week. And hope you have fun with third party, and hope to see you in probably 2 weeks on the next Bisicast. Thank you so much, and bye.